Okay. The original video decided to disconnect, so we're gonna try this again. Hopefully you guys will log back on here. Okay. Quick synopsis of what I tried to say really quick. My name is Tamara Tillery. I am a professional multimedia makeup and hair artist. That means I do makeup and dabble in hair for anything from bridal, prom, special events to film, photo shoots, music videos, etc. You name it, I have probably tried it or done it as far as providing those services. So I am more of a behind the camera makeup artist than a in front of the camera makeup artist, so you won't see me really post like YouTube videos or anything like that, just because I prefer to be behind the camera and not in front of the camera. So on my personal life, I am married. I have 3 kids, 2 teenage girls, 14 and 13, and a 2-year-old boy. So if you hear anything in the background while you're watching the video, just know that there is no school today, and so all of my kids are home. So that's the explanation for that. Anywho, so whenever you're putting makeup on, you should always prep your skin in some shape or form. So depending on what kind of skin that you have, that's going to gear you up for how you're going to prep your skin. If you have dry skin, I highly recommend using a moisturizer. And in using a moisturizer, you don't necessarily have to add like a primer on top of that, or you can buy a primer that has hydrating features to it. If you have oily skin, mattifying primers are great. Sometimes you have to do the additional like toner to prep your skin, but I don't recommend doing that on a daily basis. If you have like combo skin or normal skin, then I mean you can moisturize and go without a primer, or you can use a primer. There's plenty of options out there. There's mattifying primers, hydrating primers, the whole shebang. I like to utilize a moisturizer, especially right now in the winter, just my skin. My skin is normally normal, like a combination. I do get a little oily in my T-zone area. For those who are not familiar with the T-zone area, it's literally if you think of your forehead and down your nose through your chin, so it creates a T on your face. That's your T-zone. But right now, because it's winter, the weather's cold, my face is in essence dehydrated, so I have to use moisturizer to keep it nice and hydrated. I like to use a wedge sponge to apply majority of my makeup, just because I think the finish is smoother. Phone call coming through. Just because I think that the finished application will come out smoother and more skin-like, I guess. So I'm gonna put some hydrating moisturizer all over my face. Rub it in really good. And if I'm looking in this direction, it's because I'm looking in my smaller mirror so that I can see what I'm doing. Okay. So now I'm all nice and moisturized. One of the things that you can do if you have like acne issues, or if you have really dark circles under your eyes, you can neutralize those things to create the illusion that they don't exist. There are a bunch of different ways to neutralize. On my everyday, I don't really neutralize. I don't have any major skin problems that concern me. I do have some darkness under my eyes, but that's not that big of a deal for me. I think it kind of just comes with having 3 kids. So it doesn't really bother me too much. So I'm not going to really worry about covering that up. So once you've prepped your skin, you can move on to putting your foundation or your your foundation or your base color down. There's a bunch of different types of foundations you can use out there. You can use anything from like a light coverage BB cream to a high coverage or a heavy coverage foundation. I like to use Makeup Forever Ultra HD. I think it has really good pigment and the coverage is really good without being overly heavy. Don't really know if you guys care because you can't, since I have like super bright lights in my vanity, you can't really see my natural coloration, but if you look, you can kind of see that like my neck is one color, I have a different color kind of around the barrier of my face, and then the center of my face is lighter. Everyone has different colors, so my best match is Y245 by Makeup Forever. It's kind of like a combo of all three of those colors. I do mix a little bit of a lighter color in there during the winter, just because I've lost some of my color, so I don't want it to look like it's not matching. So I do a little mix action, and I like to just mix it on what I call a palette. You don't necessarily have to have this. I have a couple of them just because I use it a lot in my profession. A good tip when you're